Hey there. I'm going to tell you why real-time feedback is much better than your traditional semi-annual or annual performance review. Okay. So I have an almost all-female team. Historically, we've been an all-female team most of the time. And sometimes, especially when you have all females in the workplace, and I actually don't even want to say that. When you have people in the workplace, there can be back talking, but with women, since I've worked mainly with women on my team, there can be cattiness. And here is how, as a team, we've managed to keep the cattiness out of the workplace. And it's very deliberate communication in real time. So, what does that mean? It means first of all, we don't have annual performance reviews anymore because if I have something harboring that I want one of my employees to improve upon, and I'm not able to let them know that until the performance review, that's something that I'm letting fester for months before we have our review. And then that person is wondering, well, gee, like why didn't we have a conversation about this before? Why am I just finding about it now? And when you are deliberate about real-time feedback, that means that the minute that you are compelled to talk behind a coworker's back or an employee's back, even to your spouse, even if you're like, oh, that made me so mad that she did that, or he didn't know what he was talking, he was really out of line in that meeting. If you are compelled to go even tell your spouse about it, it is a great opportunity for real-time feedback and hopefully your company culture promotes this and fosters this because it's really important. It's really important to say, you know what, I'm tempted to go tell Kevin, my husband, about what this employee is doing. And that is my cue that a conversation needs to be had with the person. Here is what I'd like you to work on. Here is what you did that wasn't right. Here is what is right. So if you have a culture that insists and requires real-time feedback, you won't have employees backstabbing each other. You have an understanding. If I'm giving you feedback, it's because we all can improve as a team together. We can all make this a better working experience. On the same token, I'm going to tell my employees and my coworkers anytime something great happens and they need positive feedback from a client, from another employee, we're going to make sure that we give that real-time feedback, especially in good times. But that means that when there's something to be corrected, that we're saying it in a spirit of we are getting this done and we are not going to talk behind your back about it. There's just no need for that. We're going to give you real-time feedback. If you want a really good book to explore this more, Principles by Ray Dalio, it might be Principles, it might be The Principles by Ray Dalio, is a really good book. It's hard to have real-time, honest conversations. Some people, they can't handle it. But I've noticed in our organization that it comes from a spirit of let's all get this done together. You know exactly where you stand in our organization because your coworkers, your managers are telling you exactly what needs to be improved upon, exactly what you're doing well. And I've noticed that since we've insisted on this real-time feedback, people take ownership of their mistakes because they know it's going to be okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Something from the book Principles by Ray Dalio is that if you admit to a mistake, really no matter how big, you're going to be okay. If you cover up a mistake, especially in an industry like ours in finance, I mean, we're humans. We try to be as perfect as possible, but we're not perfect. We make mistakes. So if you admit to a mistake, then you and the team can resolve the mistake. If you cover it up in Ray Dalio's Principles, that's where you're in trouble. Ray Dalio is an investor. He's a very famous, successful investor and has a lot of good work and life lessons. So this is to really make a case for rethinking your annual, semi-annual performance reviews and what can you and your organization do to promote real-time feedback to just foster a better culture, a more positive work morale, and a better company. Hope you enjoyed this and found this valuable. If you did, please share it with your friends.